Dust off your red flannels and get out your pumpkin spice lattes because we have your Backstage Pass to Hollywood. Backstage Pass starts now.
In 5, 4,
3, 2,
Are you ready?
Hey Explorers, welcome back to Backstage Pass, where we give you the scoop on all things entertainment. My name is Lucas Alvin.
And my name is Patrick O'Hara, your other host of Backstage Pass, but you probably already knew that. I hope. You know, it's one of those times of the year where we just passed Halloween, yet we're not quite done with Thanksgiving, and certainly we're not at Christmas yet, and the overall holidays. But no matter the season, it appears that the horror icon Ghostface has a little score to settle with Neve Campbell's Sidney Prescott, the leader of the Scream franchise. On October 30th, Paramount Pictures revealed that the long-awaited trailer for Scream 7. The trailer gave us our first look at Sidney's daughter, Tatum, played by Isabel May, who appears to be the primary target in a new series of Ghostface attacks. However, Ghostface appears to be more clever than ever, as the film appears to be a commentary on artificial intelligence, or AI for short, which will certainly make the battle unlike anything Sidney has ever faced before. The film will also star returning characters, such as Courtney Cox as Gale Weathers, Jasmine Savoy Brown as Mindy Meeks Martin, and Mason Gooding as Chad Meeks Martin, plus some other familiar faces and voices. Scream 7 is set to hit theaters on February 27, 2026.
Nice, nice. Do you know what makes me scream? Japanese pro wrestling. Especially my favorite promotion, New Japan Pro Wrestling, who just released a new documentary about the wrestler Konosuke Takeshita titled The Alpha of G1 Beyond Pinnacle. The film covers him winning the prestigious G1 Climax wrestling tournament, as well as his personal life living in America and his goals of expanding pro wrestling as a form of entertainment. Unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to check out the documentary yet, but for some reason I keep seeing a screenshot online where Yuka Sakazaki, Takeshita's wife, and also a notable pro wrestler in her own right, calls her husband a big baby. If you're like me and curious to learn what the context behind this image means, then you can check out the film for free with English subtitles on New Japan Pro Wrestling's YouTube page.
Well, you won't need subtitles for this next story because it looks like we're going to be taking a trip back to Hollywood Arts next year. Netflix and Nickelodeon have announced a brand new series that may cause nostalgia. That's right. Nickelodeon's Victorious is officially getting a sequel spin-off series titled Hollywood Arts. And believe it or not, it'll be led by the Chicago icon Trina Vega. You know, Tori Vega's annoyingly hilarious sister. This new chapter finds Trina Vega, played by Daniela Monet, as an unqualified substitute teacher for Hollywood Arts, who both clashes with and inspires a new group of talented and ambitious artsy high school students. It's worth noting that this series has zero affiliation with Victorious creator Dan Schneider. What's more, most of the Victorious cast have expressed their interest in appearing on the show as guests. Names such as Victoria Justice, Elizabeth Gillies, Avon Jogia, even Matt Bennett, and even Leon Thomas III. However, it is unknown who exactly will return. But what we do know for certain is that Hollywood Arts principal Helen DuBois, played by Yvette Nicole Brown, will be reprising her iconic role. And trust me, she'll be just as fierce as the original. The series is expected to release in 2026.
Do you like furry things? If so, then you'll be thrilled to hear that the trailer for Zootopia 2 dropped. That's right, the dynamic duo of Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde are back, this time questioning if they actually make a good team. Matters only get worse when the team finds themselves wrapped up in a complex case that involves reptiles, who seem to be portrayed as a marginalized group in this universe. Will Judy and Nick overcome their doubt? Will the reptiles find acceptance? Will fandoms riot? I don't know. But we will find out when the film hits theaters on November 26th.
It is officially Stranger Things month. That's right, nerds. The final season of Stranger Things drops in just a few weeks. Divided into 3 separate parts, this 5th season will have its first 4 episodes released on November 26th, which also happens to be Thanksgiving. Likewise, on October 30th, Netflix shared the first official trailer for the season, and it looks more intense and serious than ever. Now, I won't reveal too much, but Vecna is more powerful than ever. I mean, just look at him. The final face-off between both him and Eleven will surely be one for the books. You can catch part 1 of Stranger Things Season 5 on November 26th, Thanksgiving, with part 2 dropping Christmas Day, and the 3rd and final part on New Year's Eve. Catch you there, nerds!
I can go anywhere because the show Reading Rainbow is being rebooted. The new host is none other than social media star Michael Treats, who many, including myself, may know as the wholesome and passionate reading guide that appears in Reels. On Instagram, he said, quote, "I was raised on Reading Rainbow. LeVar Burton is my hero. I am a reader. I am a librarian because of LeVar Burton. And Reading Rainbow so powerfully made us believe we belong in books. We belong everywhere." End quote. Full episodes of the show are out now on the YouTube channel Kid Zuko. And while we're on the topic of travel, where are we going, Patrick?
Hopping back on our broomsticks, of course. Duh! Okay, obviously Halloween is very much over, but I can still feel some witchy energy tingling in the air. Actually, it's just my excitement for this new installment of So Boom from our friend Maddie Green. Let's see what bewitching movie recap she has in store for us today. Take it away, Maddie.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Maddie Green back again with another throwback Disney classic. This is So Boom, where I break down your favorite movies with all of the chaos and none of the perfection. Follow us on IG at LaSalle Lit Lounge. You know, last time we talked about Twitches, and while it may not be Halloween anymore, it's still fall, okay? So today we're diving into the sequel that kept the spell going, Twitches 2. So boom, Cameron and Alex, our favorite twin witches, are back. Coventry is mostly safe, but the darkness, yeah, it's not canceled. It's on pause. And this time, the tea is personal. Alex thinks their dad, Aaron, might actually be alive. Cameron's like, girl, please, that man is gone. But Alex, she feels it in her soul. So now the twins are split, not just in personality, but in purpose. While Cameron is living her best princess life, fancy dresses, royal duties, castle vibes, Alex is all about finding the truth, even if it means wandering into sketchy magical zones with big "do not enter" signs. And you already know, the darkness is out here preying on their doubts, like, yo, what if your dad is trapped? What if he's calling to you? Real manipulative energy. So boom, suspicion grows. Cameron thinks Alex is losing it. Alex thinks Cameron is ignoring the truth. And their sisterhood, shaky at best. Meanwhile, Coventry's magic is glitching again, because apparently no one can install a firewall against evil shadows. Then comes the plot twist. Aaron is actually alive, but he's trapped in the Shadowlands, chilling in magical limbo like, hey, thanks for remembering me, daughter. But here's the catch. Rescuing him might unleash the darkness for real. So boom, the sisters got to make a choice. Risk everything for their family or keep Coventry safe. Now, naturally, being switches, they're like, why not do both? Cue dramatic spell casting, twin hand holding, and CGI light beams that scream 2007 Disney Channel budgets. They save their dad, defeat the darkness again, and this time it feels final. By the end, Cameron and Alex find balance. Cam still has her glamour, Alex still has her grit, and together, they're unstoppable. More of the story, you can't run from the shadows, but you can face them with family by your side. Also, never underestimate the power of twin synergy. Phew, I think I got chills again. Hold on. My name is Maddie Green, and remember to follow the LaSalle Lit Lounge at LaSalle Lit Lounge on IG to keep up with all our witchcrafty events. I'm Maddie Green. See you next time on So Boom. Go Twitches.
Go Twitches indeed. You know, with a catchy hook like that, I almost want to sing myself. Luckily, that's not happening. At least, not in this episode. But Lucas and I do have some fun music news in store for you. Isn't that right, Lucas?
Oh, that's right. And we can't talk about music without first mentioning a notable change that occurred in the industry. Paramount Global recently announced that the 5 MTV channels will be phased out by December 31st, 2025. Those channels being MTV Music, MTV 80s, MTV 90s, Club MTV, and MTV Live. According to Octave.com, shifting viewing habits, cost cutting, and a focus on digital streaming are all factors that likely play a part in this decision. While something like this was no doubt bound to happen, it's still sad to see media with such a cultural impact ride off into the sunset and die.
Halloween is the perfect time to revive old memes from the dead, even memes of yourself if you're committed to it, and it appears singer-songwriter and actress Demi Lovato was certainly up for it. This Halloween, Lovato dressed up as the iconic Pooh meme. Now, for those unfamiliar, this meme stems from a washed-out photo taken of Lovato by a fan in 2015, 10 years ago, which went viral again in the 2020s. Lovato shared a video of 2025's Pooh in her garage, where she appeared as a creeping creature, clawing to get out. To many fans' demise, it appears Lovato will not be, quote, letting Pooh out of the basement. This inspiration for this costume stems from the recent release of Lovato's new dance pop album titled It's Not That Deep, which released on October 24th and features the singles Fast, Here All Night, and Kiss. The album is available to stream everywhere now.
Speaking of Kiss, the rock world recently lost Ace Frehley, guitarist and founding member of the band Kiss, who passed away on October 26, 2025. While we probably all heard about Ace's influence on American music, I would like to honor him in a slightly more unique way by discussing his legacy from a more global perspective. Let's begin. Now, you may have heard me talk about my favorite band, X Japan, on the show before. Well, long before they were considered the greatest Japanese rock band ever and pioneering the genre of Visual Kei, the members were discovering Kiss as they were growing up, especially X Japan's lead guitarist Hide, who cited Ace as one of his guitar heroes and citing him as an influence to how he played and performed guitar. Hide would go on to have a successful career not only as X's guitarist, but as a solo act too. He was actually one of the first Japanese musicians to move to the United States to try and break into the overall Western market. Unfortunately, he tragically passed away in 1998, just as he was in the midst of planning to tour with Marilyn Manson, who was extremely popular at this time. It's even theorized that Manson dyed his hair the same pink color as Hide to honor him. So to circle back where I started, Ace Frehley was not only a legendary and inspirational musician, he was a legendary and inspirational musician to many other music legends and inspirations. All of us here at Backstage Pass would like to send our condolences to Frehley's family and friends. May he rest in peace.
Let's take a moment in his respect. Thank you. Now, moving forward, the month of October was very kind to new music connoisseurs like myself, so I thought it would be good in taste to skim through the list of new releases. Let's get into it. Megan Thee Stallion released her new single titled Lover Girl, which she shared is about her man, Klay Thompson. Tyla also released a new single titled Chanel, which was quite shocking considering she just released an EP a few months back. Speaking of shocking, after paying tribute to Mariah Carey at the iHeartRadio Awards with the performance of We Belong Together, Mooney Long has gone on to release a Mariah Carey-esque song of her own titled Delulu. This is one of my personal favorites.
Patrick, you mentioned Mariah Carey. Now the retail workers watching us are terrified of her defrosting. But I can counter that song with something our viewers always hear about. Yes, that's right, it's Yoshiki. On November 1st, he received the honor of becoming an inductee for the 2025 class of the Asian Hall of Fame. This just builds up on the various achievements throughout his career, but that doesn't seem to be enough for him. When interviewed, he said, quote, to be honest, I still feel like I'm in the middle of trying to achieve something on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 meaning you did something. I feel like I'm somewhere between 5 or 6, end quote. Keeping our theme of music alive, let's go to Backstage Pass, where I still have a full beard, and we asked our fellow explorers a fall-related music question. Let's check it out.
Hey Explorers! Welcome back to Backstage Asks. My name is Patrick.
I'm Luke Savin.
Unfortunately, Kayla was taken by the weather. As you may all know, it is a very fall type of day.
It really isn't, it's just rainy. But good news, it's going into the fall, and I brought back the flannel, just like freshman year. I'm now an iced coffee girly, so yeah.
That, and we have a very fun question for all of the Explorers today. Lucas, do you know what this question is?
Do I ever know what the question is?
Well, today's question is, if fall were a playlist, what song would you add to it? Any ideas? Love it. Let's go see what they have to say. Hi there, welcome to Backstage Asks. Can I get your name?
I'm Hannah. Hello.
I'm Dan.
Hi, I'm Bashira.
Hi, Bashira. You look like you're celebrating Halloween, are you?
Well, you know, kinda, yeah.
What's Halloween? We don't know her.
Leisha.
My name is Carmen Montenegro. I know it sounds fake, but that's my name.
Hi, it's Cheyenne.
our Backstage Pass MVP. So how are you doing?
We're alive and we're kicking, so I mean, I'll take it.
Well, you have Backstage Pass to support. We're all wishing you the best of recoveries.
Oh, thank you.
Because the air is what it's doing today and the weather is what it is, we thought if we would ask, if fall had a playlist, what song would you add?
I would add all of the la's from Gilmore Girls.
I love that, and why would you add it?
La la la.
I feel like The World We Knew by Frank Sinatra, and I also feel like any Frank Sinatra song in general, I don't know why, just like the slow pace and like it's becoming fall, so.
I mean, fall definitely has that sense of nostalgia, so I could see that.
Yeah.
Any song by like any folk artist like Hosier or Mumford and Sons. I really have been loving White Blank Pages. Probably not a fall song, but it's just like, it gets me going in the fall though. So yeah.
Apple Cider by Biba Doobie.
Why is that exactly?
Well, because the song title is called Apple Cider, and we drink apple cider in the fall, duh. Come on now.
If fall had a playlist, I will put Windmills of Your Mind by Alison Moyet. It's very sad and very somber, and it gives fall.
This is gonna sound so cliche, but Sixth Season by Noah Kahn first popped into my head, just because it feels like it would be a good fall song.
I see. It's got that fall vibe to it.
Honestly, that entire album.
Those were some excellent responses. We always love hearing from the students at LaSalle. Would you agree, Lucas?
Yeah, I love them.
Wait, well, if you love them so much, then you would share what song you would add to the fall playlist.
So a song that always reminds me of fall is, of course, Visual K, J-Rock. It's Au revoir by Malice Misere. Especially if you watch the music video alongside of it, it's just got this nostalgic fall vibe that's just so beautiful. Too bad Gact is a interesting human being.
I was very Lucas core and very fall core. But to answer the question myself, I personally would add There She Goes by the La's or the LA's. Is that how you pronounce that?
I don't know. I like British bands.
Now, like I did say, Kayla's lost in the ether. She's lost in the wind. She's lost in the fall leaves. She's lost everywhere. So if you want to hear more fall songs and you want to hear all of the songs that the students suggested today, you can click this link right here, this little QR code that we're throwing on our screen. It will take you to our Spotify playlist where you can check out all of those incredible fall songs for yourselves. Nothing says fall quite like that, am I right?
Wait, so is it just kind of like, is it gonna be right here or like?
Yes, right here.
Right here?
Right here.
Why am I punching it? Oh my God.
Okay, Lucas Core.
Sure.
Anyways, thank you for an incredible time. Let's head back to the studio, right?
I think, yeah, there we go. Back to the studio.
I think that's up there as one of the most bizarre backstage asks ever. Regardless, thank you to everyone who joined us. Now let's cover everything else going on in the entertainment world.
Even though Halloween has concluded, there is one story from our last episode we did not get to cover that I feel is worth mentioning. Fortnite collaborated a long list of characters from various slasher and spooky movies for their Fortnitemares collection. Notably, this welcomes Scooby-Doo and the gang to the game, as well as Art the Clown from Terrifier, Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family and Wednesday on Netflix, Ghostface from Scream, Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Poppy Playtime from Poppy Playtime, and more. What's more, the collection was led by singer-songwriter Doja Cat, who was featured in her Demons outfit, or skin, in promotion of her new album Vi, and her hit song Demons from her previous album, Scarlet.
Oh, we're not done yet, because Fortnite has really been churning out these collaborations lately. One of them being truly golden with the addition of characters Rumi, Mira, and Zoe, collectively known as Huntrix from the hit Netflix film K-pop Demon Hunters. Another collab being with The Simpsons, which includes all new gameplay features and Fortnite-themed episode shorts. I think these crossovers are cool and whatnot, but in all honesty, what fans really want is Fortnite to collab with Backstage Pass, right?
Oh, I agree. But because there's been so much rumor and speculation, it's almost time for the release of Wicked for Good, the sequel to last year's Wicked. With this, NBC has partnered with the film for a 2-hour special titled Wicked: One Wonderful Night, featuring live performances from the main cast of the film, including Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, plus Bowen Yang, Ethan Slater, and Marissa Bodie. The special is set to air on Thursday, November 6th at 8:00 p.m., but that's not all Wicked has in store for fans this month. Leading up to the film's release, Vanity Fair has launched a Wicked podcast. This podcast features appearances from the entire cast and crew of Wicked and Wicked for Good, pulling back the curtain to every decision and every detail that happened behind the scenes, including special glimpses into the auditions of lead actresses Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande.
Video game developer Masahiro Sakurai has had an interesting full-time retirement after making Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. First, he had a YouTube channel where he talked about the industry and gave life advice. Then he went on to surprise fans as the director for the Nintendo Switch 2 game Kirby Air Riders. And now he's getting a manga about himself titled People and Work in Manga, Masahiro Sakurai, Make the World More Fun with Games. The story will consist of 6 chapters that follow his life from childhood to adulthood. The manga will release in Japan on November 18th. No English translation or distribution has been announced at this time.
Fasten your seatbelts and your wallets because this year's Black Friday deals are slowly unveiling. And gamers, there are a lot of deals you won't want to miss this year. Luckily, our friend Dan Peasy has you covered with his brand new segment titled In the Zone. Take it away, Dan.
Hey guys, hope everyone had an amazing Halloween and is still immersed in the cozy fall season. I'm Dan Peasy, and this is In the Zone, where we discuss hot and upcoming news about games and games alike. Black Friday is around the corner this month, and there is a lot of interesting news to go over. Major companies like Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, and GameStop have already released their schedules leading into parts of November and then Black Friday itself, giving a clearer picture of when to expect any tech deals as soon as possible. PlayStation consoles are rumored for a quote-unquote record low discount, specifically their PlayStation 5 Slim console. Last year, their consoles went as far down as $75 off, which was definitely deeper than expected. Best Buy is currently having a special event before Black Friday called Door Boosters. These deals can raise as high as 60% off for computers, TVs, and even games and accessories. These will last every weekend this month, so it's definitely something to check out. And finally, Xbox is having their own personal Black Friday sale on their website involving consoles, controllers, and games. Let's stay on that topic of Xbox for a moment because there's definitely a lot to talk about. Xbox President Sarah Bond has just teased a new console in the making, which is rumored to be a PC and console hybrid. It is not confirmed what this console is fully, but sources say that more information may be revealed later next year. But we do have information on the newest console that they have just released last month called the ROG Xbox Ally. This is Microsoft's first handheld console, and it was made by the help of Asus, a company that focuses on computer hardware. Although it is branded as an Xbox device, it really is just a Windows handheld, combining PC gaming and Xbox features. People say that the build of the system is very comfortable to hold, and that it plays well despite its size. But other people say that the battery does die very quickly for demanding games, and that the price for the console itself is the main turnoff, being $600 and $1,000 for the two options they offer. And just recently, Xbox has changed the prices of their subscription service, Game Pass, which offers you a variety of games for free for the highest price, originally being $15 a month, has now increased 100% to $30 a month. They have different variations of packages though, with more benefits in games the higher package you pay. Some people say that the lowest price package is great for casual players with online multiplayer and a rotating library, while other people say that now they are being forced to pay more to get the benefit of playing new games and games they already had access to before the price change. And that the different tiers are confusing because some perks overlap and they aren't sure what's included without researching. But most importantly, there seems to be no cheap path anymore for the fullest experience. Everything going on with Xbox right now definitely has me deeply curious with the future of the company as a whole. As we get to the end of the year, I can't help but feel a little nostalgic, which I believe was the marketing behind one of my favorite classic games that just released an HD remake, Plants vs. Zombies. This game released in 2009 and was an instant classic, and it was created by a company called PopCap Games. In 2013, the company was bought out by EA for over $750 million. Since then, they have created multiple sequels, but have not brought back any of the original developers since the first game. This remake promises 4K graphics, new game modes, and never seen before behind-the-scenes content of the original. Before release, people were speculating if the company had used AI in development. The company stated that they have used no AI whatsoever, but it was soon called out that there was evidence of AI upscaling, due to some of the artwork being blurry or looking very odd. Fans and even the original developers have called out EA for problems with the remake, the biggest accusation coming from the head artist, stating that EA had created fake behind-the-scenes pictures and artwork. EA has stated that they are very aware of these problems and have either defended or state that they will be having patch updates. But it looks like a lot of people have had enough to give them another chance. But in other news, one game that you probably played during quarantine is back. If you guessed it, I'm talking about Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is receiving an update for the Nintendo Switch 2 this January. This update includes improved resolution, mouse controls with the system's new controller feature, and you can even locate your villagers by calling out their name with the microphone option. This also includes new islands and a resort hotel, decorating guest rooms for guests, and even more ways to play online. This update will cost $5 if you have the game, or $65 for the entire bundle. That's all the news we have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will hope to do more of these in the future, but for right now, I'm Dan Peasy, and this has been In the Zone.
Those were some excellent deals, and honestly, I'm gonna have to jump on some of those myself. Would you agree, Lucas?
Definitely. Now is a great time for gaming, especially with not Halloween, Thanksgiving. We're already there.
I know, trust me, I haven't even processed that we jumped from one holiday to the next.
It's just bang, bang, bang.
It really is, but our friend Googly Eyes here is here to remind us that Thanksgiving is a thing. What are you doing for Thanksgiving this year?
Just hanging out with family.
Valid, yeah. Me too. But this year has really been flying by so fast. I mean, can you believe Black Friday and Thanksgiving are upon us? I feel like I haven't been able to digest the holidays this year, just like I can't digest the fact that it's the end of our show.
Same here, but fortunately, you have room for more Backstage Pass. There's a special place you can connect and keep up with us, social media.
Get your phone out and follow us on these various platforms seen on your screen. Give us a follow, leave a comment, and let us know if you have any suggestions. Plus, you can check out our exclusive content, including hilarious blooper reels and some extra cozy content. So make sure you're following us. If you don't, we'll cry. Thanks for watching. I'm Patrick O'Hara.
And I'm Lucas Alvin. We'll see you next time right here on Backstage Pass.